I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev hopes Beneil Dariush defeats Charles Oliveira at UFC 288 because he says, I need some new challenge. Interesting. UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev would like to see Beneil Dariush emerge as the number one contender against Charles Oliveira. Beneil Dariush meets Charles Oliveira on May 6th, about what, almost 3 months from now, at UFC 288 at the Prudential Center in New Jersey, right? If Beneil Dariush defeats Oliveira, he will extend his winning streak to 9 in a row, making him okay, I wouldn't. I can't. I'm not gonna say that. I hope Beneil Dariush wins because I already beat Oliveira and I need some new challenge. Makhachev told BT Sport. He continued, Dariush is going to be a good fight because this guy has good skills, striking skills, wrestling skills, and grappling skills. That's why it's going to be a good fight. Oliveira, if he wants a rematch, if he shows a good performance, maybe he's going to be next. I don't know. Makhachev notched his first title defense when he defeated featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski by unanimous decision at UFC 284. Makhachev showed that he was able to stand and trade with Volkanovski and is ready to continue proving his well-rounded skill set against anyone in the lightweight division. I could have been UFC champion a couple of years ago, Makhachev said. All fighters from the top 10, they avoided me for many years, but I have the skills. I told everybody I can strike with anyone. Many people say Volkanovski is the best striker in the UFC. What? And I beat him in his game. I have all the skills, but I always choose easy way, take them down and finish them there. I always like to finish my opponents, but I'm going to strike more for sure because I can't strike with anyone and the fans love this. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just have a few interesting questions about some of these statements in this article. Now, Islam Makhachev is the current UFC champion, 155-pound champion. But from what I understand, and I'm an MMA casual. I've done a little bit of research on Islam Makhachev. I don't think he's defeated a single fighter besides Charles Oliveira, strike Charles Oliveira in this. But I don't believe Islam Makhachev has defeated a single fighter in the UFC top 10 lightweight division. Like he's never fought Poirier. He hasn't fought Gaethje. He hasn't fought Chandler. He hasn't fought Fiziev. He hasn't fought Dariush. He hasn't fought Gamrot. There's a lot of names on the list. And another thing is that UFC 288, that's in May, right? That's like almost not 3 months from now, but it's easily 2 months from now. Next weekend, you have UFC 286, and on that card, you have a co-main event between two top five welterweight, two top five lightweights. Justin Gaethje will be fighting Rafael Fiziev, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will say, the winner of that fight could be the number one contender. I don't know what's happening with Dustin Poirier. Why is it wrong to say maybe Islam Makhachev could fight Dustin Poirier right now? Is that out of the realm of possibilities? Obviously, we'll also have Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler set to fight later this year. But yeah, I'm just a little bit surprised that Islam Makhachev is saying that the winner of Charles Oliveira and Beneil Dariush, that's his number one contender. When at UFC 286 you have two top five lightweights. And I know someone in the comments is gonna say Fiziev is in the top five, efficient. I mean, come on, let's just slow down, right? Let's just say two top five, right? Justin Gaethje is clearly in the top five. You say Rafael Fiziev, if he wins this fight, he should be in the top five. So I would expect the winner of that fight in next weekend to call out Islam Makhachev. Justin Gaethje, if he wins impressively, he's gonna easily call out, Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev fought in February. If Gaethje wins, it's a month later. I would imagine they could still have the same time schedule and want to fight. Dustin Poirier currently doesn't have any opponents. I wouldn't have too big of a problem if Dustin Poirier fought Islam. If they made that fight, for like June or September or something like that. I was just a little bit surprised that from all of the contenders in the UFC top 10 that Islam Makhachev is saying, I need some new challenge when he hasn't defeated anyone. Well, like I said, besides Charles Oliveira, but he hasn't. There's so many more challenges in the lightweight division. His first defense was against a featherweight, right? So I don't know. Maybe this is taken out of context because, like I said, Dustin Poirier is available to fight right now. Gamrot is, if you want to set up a fight with Gamrot, he's in the top 10. There's a lot of options for Islam Makhachev to in the lightweight division. So I was just a little bit surprised that he just keyed in on the Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush fight happening 2 months from now, right? Like I thought that Islam Makhachev would have had his next fight booked, 2 months from now. Like I said, he fought in February. So I don't know when Islam Makhachev next fight will be. That's going to be a good question. But who do you want to see Islam Makhachev fight next? Like I said, I have no problem with the two names I would say right now would be Dustin Poirier. That would be pretty close to the top of the list for me because Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor twice. He's defeated Michael Chandler in his last fight. So I don't know what Dustin Poirier is doing right now. I think it would be a great fight. A lot of people would love to see Poirier versus Islam Makhachev. Both of them are free. And I would also say, obviously, the winner of next week's fight, the UFC 286 co-main event of the evening lightweight fight between Rafael Fiziev and Justin Gaethje. I'm not too crazy about Justin Gaethje getting another title shot or even being in a conversation for another title shot. But hey, if he defeats Rafael Fiziev impressively, even in a decision, I wouldn't have a problem with the UFC booking Justin Gaethje versus Islam Makhachev. I wouldn't have a problem with that. So those would be the three names I would say. Fiziev, Poirier, and Gaethje right now would be my list of fighters before, May 6th. But if May 6th is the if that's officially, we're going to just call it out right now as the next number one contender fight, a lot can happen there. That fight is only scheduled for 3 rounds. It's not in the main event. Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. That's not the main event. It's, like I said, it's 2 months from now. I thought Islam Makhachev would have had an opponent picked by then, and then also if Beneil Dariush and Charles Oliveira have a 3-round war, right? Like they both could be out for, almost another 3 to 6 months. So, like I said, what caught my attention was that, Islam Makhachev with all of these lightweights open, with Islam Makhachev having defeated only one lightweight in the top 10, that he would look all the way out to UFC 288 to find a contender. So we'll see. Let me know your opinion of this. Do you think Islam Makhachev should be waiting for the winner of Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush, or to Islam Makhachev just book a fight versus Dustin Poirier? So Islam Makhachev just book a fight versus Gamrot. There's a lot of names in the top 10 that Islam Makhachev can take in a fight in the next 3 months before waiting for the winner of this fight. But Let me know your opinion. I'm Jason UFC. Today we have a story about Islam Makhachev, the UFC lightweight, undisputed lightweight champion. Islam Makhachev hopes Beneil Dariush defeats Charles Oliveira at UFC 288 on May 6, 2023, because according to him, he needs new challenges. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.